Hey Derby World, well we are out here at Mini Meltdown day number 1, and this is all mainly a lot of the heats for the compact class, as well as I think they're doing minivans, a couple heats of minivans, and I think a heat of trucks. So we're just going to go show the lineup as everybody's lined up here. These are all the first heat of vans here, van slash truck, but it's primarily mostly guys bringing vans for these. It's hard to beat the maneuverability and durability of the vans. Now everything is parked in and packed in really pretty tight, so we're going to do our best to film it, but we'll only have so much room. There's also a number of cars that are up for the best paint, so we'll catch those when we get up there. Jeep Cherokee, these in the right class and with the right driver can be pretty stout. We've had good luck with them. Now vans are one of the few classes that, if you guys have been following the channel for a while, we've never ran a van. Partly just because they didn't really have that class around our area, but when we traveled, it's definitely all over the place now. They're starting to come around, so you never know, it might be maybe snagging one of those up here in the near future. But for now, we're going to be filming these things. Toyota Siennas are pretty much the tough and preferred choice, but I've seen other vans and the caravans and everything else clean up and do it just fine. Really sure what these guys are doing parked over here, being that this was supposed to be the first heat of vans and trucks. But I think the first heat of cars is just over there too, so I'm guessing they're lined up for it. Alright, well, we'll go to the next line. Alright, so right here, this is heat number 1 of the compacts. So again, they are packed in a little tight here, so apologize if I can't get your car in super well framed, but we'll do our best. So I believe they're having I think there's 8 heats of compacts running today for the big feature tomorrow. Not entirely sure exactly how many cars are in each heat, but I know total for the weekend they've got over 270 cars that were pre-registered, and then I think you were able to show up the day of here and get into some heats. Yeah, getting real tight over here. It was just raining a little bit ago, so people do have tarps and stuff on their cars, so might not be able to get everything. But a lot of Camrys, a lot of Hondas, not too many. I think I only saw just a small handful of W bodies. It's pretty much all Camrys and Hondas. Alright, that was I think the first heat. We'll go catch the next. So here's the start of heat number 2 for the compacts. And again, I think they're getting so packed in. I'm sure there's more cars hanging out in the back that I'm not getting in these initial lineups, but
it goes down below the pedal, through the floor and stuck right over. Yep.
Sorry. One way.
Brother? Yeah. That was one of those we built the car. When you record what you want to record, when you're done, you just open it. You gotta wait for the screen, but you actually hit that. Open it.
Here's heat number 3 for the compacts. This one is Craig Vidal's car. He's part of the All For Him racing team that ran down in Stoneboro earlier this summer. Definitely one to keep an eye on.
Then you would have not. Then it would have like equaled out your tank.
Normally they have 10 to 15 liters per heat, but who knows? All right, well, I think they're just parked in too tight. We'll just start the next row and catch anybody in the back. Right here is the bone stock V8 lineup. So these are going to be, again, very stock built cars. This is, if you're familiar with some of our shows we film back home, this would be more like your windshield street stock. You basically knock the glass out to chrome. I think you have to wire your doors shut. I think you can only add a couple welds on your driver's door, and that's it. I don't even know if they're allowed a back bar. Let's check out one of these cars here and just see what they have. But again, very, very stock. No fancy rear ends, no fancy bumpers. Okay, so you are allowed a basic cage. I see this here. You're allowed a 4-point cage and a tank. Move the battery inside. Very old school build rules. And again, very stock, but definitely some mix of old iron and new iron. You're going to see a lot of newer iron typically in these kind of classes. A lot more Lincolns. Less desirable for the pro stock and the heavier build type cars. Or Crown Vics that maybe were in a light accident. We had one that we were planning to run for this, but never quite happened. Wow, I just some old iron.
Got a lot of miles on it. I ran a little crappy this morning.
This car just pulled up, so we'll get him here. Win one of the first 3 compact heats. This looks like we got some more full-size bone stock, so we got an old wagon here. Look at this. Running in the bone stock V8, I think. Ought to be pretty stout. I mean, I'll tell you what. Some of these newer Crown Vics and stuff, their frames are no joke, but it's hard to beat some of this old iron. Capture a couple of these guys, these cars that I'm sure for those first few heats that we already filmed.
Do it again.
A few more V8 cars sitting over here. Getting wired up. Mr. Gilbert's car coming all the way down from Maine, I believe.
Yeah, no, I know. So I got
Yeah, we got another SUV up here, a Tahoe. These are actually pretty okay trucks. They've got a shorter wheelbase, so you can maneuver around the track a little bit better, in my opinion. But it's like anything else; it's all about who's driving it. All right, let's catch the next line. All right, so this is the van and truck heat number 2. So again, it looks like mainly minivans, but there are a few trucks tucked in here. A little bit of different style builds. Some like the front's a little lower, some like them a little higher. I'm kind of curious. He's got this one really sitting high, that bumper, so I'm curious to see how it does. Problem is then you expose the bottom of your radiator, so that's a whole nother set of problems. So the thing with these vans is those radiators are right there. So it's all about a good bumper and keeping it on. Looks like Honda Odyssey. These are Honda vans are also pretty tough in my opinion. See how it does. Alright, here we've got Compact Heat 4. This is the lineup. This line goes a little longer than the other ones, so hopefully we can get everybody in one shot.
Yeah. He doesn't have his fucking pipe.
Fueled by Hater's car.
Well, it depends on the tip and shit like that too.
That's a way to keep it dry.
Oh yeah.
Alright, looks like the end of that row. Alright, here we've got heat number 5 of the compacts. And as I said, there are, I believe, 8. I think I heard 8 heats of the compacts. So we'll just keep moving and see what we find. But
I can do it.
Fucking take your 80 better.
It's still going.
When they taking it out, we saw it.
They just covered up over there in the tarp.
we got a couple more here. Compact Heat 6. So just keep on going through the lineup here, but these guys, just a lot of cars. And this is always a super hard-hitting show, these compact guys. It's all about the mad dog out here. I mean, it doesn't matter to me, we've been watching it. It seems like it doesn't matter to these guys how much money they're running for. They drive the same way either way. And if you end up in the top, it's almost half as much luck as anything else. Just Slinging TV on YouTube. Check those guys out. They're going to be here all weekend filming and taking pictures.
Yeah, it runs way better now. The fucking front foot works.
Baby on board, that's funny.
He was down there, we went down earlier and he got it started. It wouldn't start last night. We were down there and it was a spark. Sometimes it starts, sometimes it don't. But he had it running when I was down there, but he was just getting higher and Here it is.
Alright, so here we've got the full-size trucks. This is the only thing I can figure. I don't see an official tag, but I don't know if it's the farm trucks or just the full-size trucks. Wow, look at that. That's all hand-painted.
Do you like French fries?
Definitely, in my opinion, the Super Duties have the upper hand in this class. It's a very stock build, very similar to the set of rules. Actually, we built our orange Super Duty for green Super Duty for versus the orange Suburban that we had built. If you guys remember those vehicles, definitely the Super Duty would have the upper hand just based on how boxed the front end is, just how stout it is. The issue with these things though is the steering, so that's where some of these other trucks may have an advantage if they can keep the wheels under it and keep the steering. But the Super Duties, maybe I'm partially to blame because I showed everybody why they're so good, but anyways, definitely would be my choice for this. This one's been through a few, it looks like. Got the bed folded in, it's about all you can do with these things. It's got the stock bed on it still, but oh, and a van. These vans could be pretty good if you can use the back end and keep the front end safe. Alright, and we have some minivans here. I'm guessing these are in the wrong line, but capture them just the same. Unless they've entered with the full-size trucks, which is definitely possible. I think they're allowed to do it, and they have the maneuverability advantage. That's about it. Another Tahoe. This looks like a, I don't know if this is a Trailblazer or a Suburban. I think it's a Suburban. It's a little too big, but Blazers also do pretty okay. Yep, Suburban. Okay. Well, on to the next row. Alright, and I think this is the last official line. Cars.
All right, so on the track,
I could be mistaken.
Car, you can get raffle
These are
tickets
more
with
of
the
a like a heavy V8
trailer. That's going to run today in
versus the bone stock.
It'll be the final heat
We'll
of the
find
day.
out.
If you qualify out of the heat,
Ooh.
you bring it back tomorrow to win $4
Compared to these
grand.
other ones, I'm not sure.
We are going to kick off right at 1 o'clock. So drivers, if we can start making our way over for our drivers meeting right here on the front stretch.
Some old iron, nice old iron here.
Yesterday was like 90 here. Today we're all different. Crazy weather.
Starting to spit some rain. This isn't fair. It's like 50 degrees and spitting rain in the middle of June. What's New York? What's going on? So I guess over here is compacts like 7 and 8. They're just all kind of mixed in. I don't really see any great labels, so I'm sure they'll figure it out when they make it to the track. We'll just capture them all, and as they're lined up here, just the same. Getting close to start time here, and Josh announced that they're going to be doing the drivers meeting in about 10 more minutes. So they're supposed to start making their way up. We'll be doing the same here we get through all these cars. But the good news is at this point tech I think is already closed, so anybody that's here is already cleared tech and ready to go. Patrick Dallas, definitely always keep an eye out for this guy.
Alex, don't be showing secrets.
Alright, here's the next row. We'll film these few and then we'll cut over to the other side because it looks like I'll be able to get a better view. Somebody had some fun painting on this one. This one's seen a little bit of track time already. Another car to definitely keep an eye out for. Anything that comes out of that shop, I'll keep an eye out.
Don't know what that is. Yeah, you're right. Nobody knows. I'm here with you, bud.
Alright, we'll catch this car and then we'll get the rest of the cars with the last lineup here. Nice wagon there. And near as I can tell, this is the last row of cars. But I could be wrong, I probably am. And we also have to go show you guys all the best painted cars, so stay tuned for that if you don't drop off yet. We're gonna wander up to the front and catch those guys. Getting my steps in today. And I'm at 6,500 and we haven't even started the event. I totally glazed over it, but earlier in one of the first lineups was Zach McCormick himself. That is the gentleman who runs Zach's Workshop on YouTube. So if you've not subscribed or checked him out, definitely go and do so. He is, I'm gonna probably get in trouble, but I would call him like definitely, certainly one of the top guys in the compact world, and has been giving lots of great tips and tricks, showing people how to make their own simplified harnesses. So if you want to build a compact car or just a competitive derby car, definitely want to check him out. So many great tips and years of experience and trial and error. And he is here, so it's really cool. I finally got to meet him. We've exchanged messages off and on for a number of years now, and it was just kind of cool. Now I'm gonna snag these guys real quick because they do have sticks. I'm guessing they run tomorrow, but we'll find out, I guess. All right, and the inspection looks like it's closed. So we're gonna head up and get the best paint cars. So over here we've got our best paint cars. They're all lined up, so check this one out. Somebody spent a lot of time painting this thing. That's all done by hand, except for I think the deer were stickers, but that's all hand painted. I'm a big fan of the art cars, so look at this, somebody else. Again, all hand painted, no stickers on that one. That's pretty cool.
Husband apparel over there, we're selling like hotcakes, but I think what's different is not even got all cool hats over there.
That's just really cool.
All cool stuff over there. Over the apparel trailer. You guys got my biker over there signing autographs, taking pictures, things over there. You know, with the back got my biker, I go on and call 30.
Somebody hand painted all those. That's pretty cool. Saw Jason Sauer painting this one yesterday. It turned out really cool. Wow, this is all painted, airbrushed, I believe, or hand painted. And this one, look at this, all hand painted as well. Look at that. That's, again, all hand painted. That's really cool. Check that out too. Let's see if we can go back up and get that one. And then this car snuck in while we were getting ready to call it good. Check this out. This is all airbrushed.
We got 2 heats of them today. There's 40 vans. We're going to dwindle them down. Tomorrow they're going to come back and battle for $3,000 from minivans.
Wow.
I don't know any minivan divisions paying that. And we filled in about 5 minutes. We put that class out, filled instantly.
That's really cool.
So kids, if you got power wheels, make sure you get them over to the track because we're going to kick off real soon.
Not sure what
kids.
class he's running, but that is darn cool.
Your best of paint, get out here for best of paint.
Alright, so there you go, Derby World. Day number 1, Mini Meltdown. Again, this weekend there's 270 plus vehicles registered to run, and it's about to kick off. They've got the drivers meeting getting ready to start.
Sponsors this
Looking
year.
forward to it. So if you like the video, give us a thumbs up. Consider subscribing if you've not already done so. As always, really thank you for watching our videos, and check out all these individual heats.